Hello, gamers! That's how we start nowadays. I scream
Good
that
morning.
like a scream singer. Hello, everybody. My name is Offbeat Outlaw. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Paperwork Pantheon. Episode 60. We've done 60 episodes of this. How are we feeling? How are we feeling?
I can't believe each and every one of us has done 60 full episodes of
Yeah,
the show.
for sure. Definitely, absolutely, 100% for sure.
It almost doesn't feel believable.
It almost feels. It's almost like the time really flew by. You guys didn't even catch it happening, you know?
Yeah. You know, I've been listening to Once in a Lifetime a lot these days. Just watching the days go by, same as it ever was.
Thank you for the donation through Super Chat. Fun gang. Thank you. I don't know if my chat's working in YouTube right now, so I'm just gonna thank you for the donation through Super Chat. I'm gonna go here. Okay.
Yeah, the chat's maybe no one's talking.
But I should be seeing the Super Chat notifications.
YouTube has been super weird as of late. I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but except for shorts, all of the videos yesterday were showing 17 likes, like consistently, like no matter how long they'd been.
That's my second favorite number.
That's great.
Like they had been like 485,000 views, 17 likes. It was just across the site.
Maybe not a lot of people liked every single video. You ever think about that, Pat? Maybe that's the reasonable explanation here.
Statistically improbable, if not impossible.
Are these just
if not
only 17 out of
there's a chat.
million?
Hello, how is everybody? Okay, wait.
Listen, the kids these days, who knows what they're into?
The super chats are from my previous streams. That's so weird. Because the simul stream technology is fucking, I think, dogged up. Oh, this is from... Okay, all of the super chats are happening all at once from previous streams. That's goofy as hell.
That is...
YouTube, the fuck, fix this. But hello, chat. It is a pleasure to see you. My name is Offbeat Outlaw. I am your EP Dungeon Master today. I am after this stream, I'm going to get myself a big glass of milk, some cookies, and I'm going to bed. That is my plan for this evening.
Doesn't that give you nightmares?
What?
Like sugar before bedtime?
I'm pretty sure that's a thing that parents told their kids in order to stop them from eating chocolate bars before bed. I don't think that's real.
I think it's real. I think it's very believable.
Let's find out.
But yeah, that's me. Amelia, introduce yourself.
What's up? So recently, my boss has taken to calling me Amsom, which I'm a big fan of. So for now, my name is Amsom. My pronouns are... And you should, if you like me being a god and killing gods, you should listen to Unprepared Casters: Tightrope, in which we are playing the God Killer system. It's very good. I'm very good at plot and acting. And it's a great story. And it's just me and Haley, left unsupervised. It's sad as hell.
If you think Amelia makes bad decisions in my games, imagine with less supervision.
That's the best part about Unprepared Casters: Tightrope, is that with very few exceptions, Arlean does make good decisions, and yet it never pays off, and they still they are still destined for their the end. That's the thing about a tragedy, is that knowing what genre you're in doesn't save you.
I think you just described Brooklyn's personal hell.
You did.
But I made all the decisions that were correct. Why does
Offbeat
it
Outlaw
suck?
likes to power build characters for D&D. I like to optimize life choices, and I'm still bad at it.
I live for drama.
Wait. No, that wasn't going to be my intro, because I was going to say I'm Brooklyn Tuesday, and my pronouns are not. Because Amelia said their pronouns are.
You could have added that at the end, you know. There's many ways to.
That's my intro. Imagine it was done well.
Patrick.
Hi, everybody. I'm Patrick Keefe, that great gentleman everywhere on the internet. I play Feta, god of fucking up just all the time, and my pronouns might be.
I think that you're actually the god to find out, but
Oh yeah, I might be the,
You
the
have
god
been
to
the
find
god to
out.
find out quite recently.
That is very true.
I mix up the word jacuzzi and yakuza, and now I'm in hot water with the Japanese mafia. I love that joke.
Oh, that's very good. I did not know where that was going, but that's very
That was
good.
a roller
I like
coaster.
that a
That
lot.
was a roller coaster and a half.
That
But
took
last
some time.
episode, for those who weren't here, for those who were, for those who'd like a refresher, Feta got into a bit of an ethical conundrum and was struggling
Bless
to
you.
find their way out. They eventually did. The conundrum was, do I sequester these entities that I've recently become a part of, or do potentially losing something of my own or something else? I don't like the uncertain ends. Or do I continue to let billions of people die every second?
Yeah, not great optics.
It's not. It's
In
not.
fact,
And I
very
think the
bad
optics is bad, but like it's hard to make that choice. It's like, do I potentially give up part of my soul? People die.
You gave a non-binary bisexual a trolley problem to solve, and you were surprised when they had a very difficult time making a choice.
I actually did trolley problem you.
You 100% trolley problem.
Trolley problemed idiot. Make a choice. That's so funny. I didn't realize.
Michael's biphobic. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Of course I'm biphobic. I've sucked cock before.
I am afraid of myself.
And
That's what therapy's for.
that happened last episode. This episode, I like to think that, chat, for those who do watch this consistently, I think you'll notice a trend with all of the titles in that they're optimistic, but never accurate. So I'm very hopeful that we're on the money today. So that happened
The
last episode.
Ministry of Space, maybe.
Maybe I put a maybe. We gotta do that.
I don't like when Patrick does quote unquote Australian accents. It
No,
hurts
that
my
was
soul.
not an Australian accent,
Oh, wasn't
darling.
it?
That was
Nar.
babushka, or I don't know what the male version of babushka is. He's a mensch. We go
So
to
anyway, I'm
the
looking for a
Ministry
new
of
friend
Space,
group.
maybe.
I
Know
just
what I'm
assume that's what they
saying?
talk like in Dune.
It's Brooklyn. It's like
No,
an old
Dune.
Jewish Brooklyn accent.
place.
That's what it is. You want a nice bagel and lox? I can get that for you. Okay, coming right up. Give me a moment.
Would you like to learn about the rest of the plot? Anyway, the party is in the break room currently catching. Well, they're in Viari's domain catching up. What would you guys like to do? You guys have just munched on some cookies from bloodshed. Feta, you have the blessing of blood upon you.
Yes, I do.
Let's talk game plan for this fight because we currently don't have Godfried and he is our firepower and we're going up against ignition and combustion. So we probably want to be making sure that we're optimizing our damage output and also that we have some kind of strategy.
Wait, what?
I can work on shutting them down if that works for you. Or would you rather take the lead on that?
No. I think that your current sheet works better for that. I think I'm going to end up on DPS.
I was about to say, kid. You're the one who's... You're like, oh, we need to optimize our damage output. Kid, it's you and Godfrey who take point every time. Ace, what are you rocking currently? You also on DPS, kid?
I get to take a long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't that fix all my Beatrice curse shit?
Oh, shit, you're still cursed. Wait, you died. That curse goes away when you die.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit.
Not all of them. Some of them were cursed to your soul, but the one that reduced your hit points is,
Oh, yeah.
gone.
By the way, Feta does not know about that. We did discuss that.
Oh,
We did.
yeah.
Yeah. What curses are you thinking of specifically, Ace? Just so, like... Because I know you have a few. There's the ones that force you to sign contracts. Those ones will stay.
What about the one where half of the people A's nose died?
Oh,
That one
that's just,
get undone?
no, that one just happened. That's.
I think I kept it. I'm trying to find my list of Black Friday shopping because that's where I wrote it down.
Guys, we are so organized with our notes.
I knew exactly where it was. It's just iPhone notes. Okay, I have disadvantage on saving throws, -5 from to hit rolls, and I had to subtract 4 from my AC.
That is
Christ.
okay. Those also are gone. Those also will go after a long rest.
Okay.
So kid, Ace, what you rocking?
My present one, I think.
Okay, that's damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, when did I die? Did I die? Did I lose a sheet?
Yeah, you did. You lost that sheet. You went to the soup. You lost the sheet with
Oh, the soup sheet. Okay. I thought we were talking about another death. That's why I was confused about.
You had one death. You had one death.
Yeah, but that curse I got just now. I didn't have that curse from back then.
Yes, it will disappear after a long rest.
Okay,
Give us
cool.
down to 2 sheets.
Yeah. Oh, we're fine. I'm using my present sheet. Yeah, I do the damage.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? Okay, I'm trying to be here for you guys. Look, you guys are looking kind of glum. You're looking a little sad.
I can't imagine why.
No, Charlie, please take over all the strategizing.
I'm just saying, I think that if you guys can get A's and Viari in the right position, that might be valuable, you know? Focus on getting in positional advantage, you know? Play the field.
So here's what I'm thinking. My simulacrum can make itself vulnerable in order to make the enemy vulnerable as well. The problem is we need to be able to time this and time our damage so that the simulacrum doesn't get destroyed before we get the benefits of applying vulnerability to the enemy, which means that this only works if the initiative works out for us in such a way that allows for that effectively.
I mean, we might be able to force our hand as far as our speed is concerned and getting everything in order. Where would you like me as far as timing is concerned?
Well, I think it's more just that we need to be... Ideally, I'm going to be somewhere near the front. Ideally. That's not my strong point, though. We also want to be grouped up. We sort of want to be grouped together in initiative in some capacity, I think, before them. It doesn't matter as much. But ideally, it's more that I get in early because that way all of your damage is going to be doubled as well.
Right.
Do we have anything that can help with that? Does enhance ability help with
initiative? No.
No.
So let me check just to be sure, but I don't think so.
Because it
would,
skill
wouldn't
check?
it? Because initiative is based off of
Dexterity.
Dexterity modifier.
But,
it's a skill
what
check.
What does enhance ability do exactly? You touch a creature and bestow a magical enhancement. Choose one of the following effects that gains the effect: Bear's endurance, advantage on con checks. Bull's strength, advantage on strength checks. Cat's grace, advantage on dexterity checks. So cat's grace would give you advantage.
Grace. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Someone would have to
And then
concentrate
what's
on this,
what's the thing that we always do to give us
D8s? It's gift of alacrity.
that's gift of alacrity.
Gift of alacrity.
I just kind of assume you've got that up at all times anyway.
I do, yeah. And would that I can cast that on somebody else, right? Oh, okay. You have
I have that. Yeah.
So we all have
we're
it. We can
also
all gift of
alacrity
ourselves.
You know,
I also think we need to focus fire one of them and just get one of them out of the fight.
Agreed. Yeah. Don't worry about taking them both down, whittling them down. We need to get one and then the other.
Charlie, jog my memory. Which one of them? So one of them applies stacks, and then the other one ignites the stats. As ignition applies stacks, and combustion applies them.
Ignition applies the stacks. Combustion.
Ignition applies them. Combustion blows them up. Okay.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then do we want to focus fire the one who blows us up first?
They both have the ability to blow you up.
Okay.
Right. But I feel like, well, I guess that becomes the question. Do we want to nullify us having the stacks in the first place?
They
or
are,
do we
they're
want
blurring
to-
together in my head. Which one would you
Stack-
recommend, Charlie?
So, just to review, I've reviewed the tapes, all right?
Right.
Ignition.
Right.
If you're trying to destroy a bomb, you get rid of the fuse, okay? The payload isn't that much of a problem. Combustion is a bit of a pushover without his big brother. Ignition is the guy, all right? He can ignite the stacks. The gunpowder stacks, once they're on you, they're on you. You can get rid of them. You guys can cleanse. But if they blow up, they
Right.
hit an area. And all it takes is a single spark. Ignition can do that by himself. Combustion, if he's there, will make it a lot fucking worse. But combustion's gonna be
Right.
much worse at applying the stacks. So you need to take care of ignition.
Do we have a way to give ourselves resistance to fire damage?
I mean, I've got
Or-
absorb elements, but
Same.
do I?
That's good. Would Alistair be open to us
Hang on,
swapping
hang on.
out
Yes.
magic items before we go into this, or no?
If you've got some in mind and it's a quick change.
Or
I
is it
mean-
all right if I do a quick bout of research to see if anything gives you fire resistance?
How many legendary resistances do we get?
So, here's how this works. You have a number of... So it's a little bit
No, I
confusing.
remember now. Yeah.
It's a little confusing, but you have a number equal to your proficiency bonus that you can do. Or is it half your
Right.
proficiency bonus?
I feel like it was half.
It's half your proficiency bonus that you can do. And those ones, they cost no action. You do them at the start of your turn, just like everybody else. There's also one that you can do that doesn't expend a resource. It just expends action points. That it takes 3 action points, and you can use legendary resistance on your turn.
There is a
Right.
ring of fire resistance that's rare.
I mean, as far as my inventory is concerned, Robes of the Archmagi, Amulet of Health, and Mizium Apparatus are my
You need that
are my
amulet of
big
health.
ones. I
Otherwise,
Yeah.
definitely do.
otherwise
I'm fucked otherwise.
Yeah, and then there's the robes of the Archmagi. What?
Do we
You
want
at
Glove of
least you have it as a
Invulnerability?
reaction. You can react with absorb elements, so you do have that. That's good. I don't have anything, so I might check out my magic items because I'm not
Yeah.
currently wearing a ring. I'm not currently doing the health thing. I have enough hit points.
What's your rare item?
I think we have. I have a shield, and I think we have 2 very rare items. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you.
But you can pick one of them as a rare. That's what we said. It was
Yeah,
like 2
yeah,
very
yeah.
rare, but one like you could downgrade it if you wanted. Which I know a lot of us did, depending
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
what we
mine I
wanted.
downgraded, so
I have
could
the
get
illusionist braces and a +3 shield, so I've got a +5 to my AC. This would drop my AC to 17.
Gee,
but
that's
it
not
would-
good.
It's not, but it would give me fire resistance.
All right. Here's
Yeah,
what I
but here's
Here's what I think. I think that's a big risk. I think you should.
It is.
I think. Here's what's more likely. Here's what I think you should do. Make a deal with Alistair to swap out some of your spells. He will do a 2-for-1 special on your first levels. He can give you. He could maybe give you absorb elements on a 2-for-1 special.
I don't have first levels, do I? They're all at 5th.
not have.
What do you mean?
Well, your spell slots are all at 5th, but what about your spells that you
Oh.
know? Your spells known.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I've only got Gift of Alacrity in first level. I could do some second levels or something.
Okay.
I've got Alter Self, Invisibility, and Misty Step.
If you were willing
But-
to give up one of those, you could probably get yourself absorb elements from Alistair with a quick deal.
I could do that. The problem is I don't have enough spell slots to then, like, that's, like, I've only got, like,
Your game plan is gonna be to buff yourself up with Spirit Shot, right? That's the first thing
Yeah.
you do every time, right? Then what are you gonna do? What else you casting that uses a spell slot?
counterspell.
Counterspell. Okay, so that's 1 spell slot, 2 spell slots. You got 3. You got 2 more spell slots open. What else
I
you casting?
guess.
How much longer are you lasting in this fight? This fight should. If this fight takes more than 4 rounds, you're all fucking
Misty
dead.
Step.
You're not gonna Misty Step, kid. Let's be real.
I do it pretty regularly, thank you very much.
Okay, sure. Just have someone else
I also-
vortex warp you.
was gonna say,
I do know that I
listened to this.
routinely run low on spell slots.
I've got plenty, and I can absolutely vortex warp you.
Okay.
Like,
Buying
if that's
a
something that
team.
you want me to focus on, I'm down for just taking orders for this. Whatever you need, I've got you. If you want to call out the orders via the mental link.
And seriously, like, what are you misty stepping away from? If you're restrained, that doesn't fucking matter to you. Or you give
Yeah.
up invisibility. Give up invisibility.
I was just gonna do alter self.
Okay, give that one up. Are you sure you want to give up all the self? Are you sure? That's kind of a,
Wait, is it permanently?
it's not permanent, but like it might be like for a while. Might be for
For
a
a
bit. Until you finish the day. Like you can't just swap it back afterwards.
Why not?
Because sometimes you don't get what you fucking want, Viari. If you wanna live,
Okay,
you gotta
if
do
it's
this.
for the day, then I definitely don't want it to be alter self. You think it should be Misty Step?
I think it should be invisibility, kid. I don't know what the I don't think-
Invisibility.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't think it's gonna help you for this situation. We can do it. It's a temporary swap anyway. This is
Well, because that also
Most of
just
the stuff that they're gonna be
the alter
doing
self and
is very
invisibility are
bad.
both at will because they're evocations.
even better.
Does that
You just give up
affect-
an invocation, and you get the invocation of Alter Self, one of the secret ones below the shelf. You know what I mean? Perfect. You get it. You can cast absorb elements for free. There goes the spell slot requirement. You're golden, kid.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's an invocation.
I can cast.
It's an invocation. Then,
Okay,
right?
yeah, I'll swap
Yeah,
out
it's all-
invisibility
There you go.
for
All right.
absorb elements.
You see Charlie quickly write up a thing, and he flips it into the air, and it disappears. You now have an invocation that gives you absorb elements at will, but you no longer have invisibility at will as a trade. However, it's still a reaction, obviously, but it's
So
still
convenient. Yeah, I got you. Another thing is,
No,
we
sorry,
gotta
no.
use we need to keep up our reactions for this fight, I think. I know
Right.
we've been going all in, but I think we really need to play it a bit safer for
two
this
action
one
points
because,
open.
yeah, at least two.
Okay.
What's everyone else got?
Well, so I was going to ask Offbeat, because I have oh my god, mage armor automatically all the time with it's an effect that we applied to my armor. Do I need the spell, or is it applied to the armor because it's assuming that I am casting mage armor all the time?
Yeah, what is your armor? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit
So,
confused.
so in my inventory on the robes of the Archmagi, we added an additional thing in the inventory that was add spell effect mage armor. Did we do that so it would reflect on the AC
that's you
assuming that I'm
casting it.
casting it all the time?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's assuming
All
you're
right,
casting
that
it all the
makes
time. Yes, that is
Gotcha,
for your
gotcha.
ease of use.
Okay. In which case, there's a couple things that I can shift out. I probably don't need disguise self right now. Especially, I probably don't need disguise self because I'm a fucking changeling. I don't know why I have that actually. There was a reason for it, but I don't remember what it was. Is that something that we would want to swap out for something like Psychic Lance so we can shut down their reactions?
Psychic Lance.
Because Psychic Lance, if it successfully goes through, it deals whatever damage, and they are not allowed to take a action or reaction on their next turn. It takes out one of their actions, and it takes out the reaction. So it would take out any sort of counters to our Zralathim's Psychic Lance is what it would be.
Are you question? Are you running your Chronergy Wizard set right?
Yes, correct.
They're incapacitated.
Which means that I could make them re-roll whatever save they make too.
Okay, so this
Or I
is
could
one of
just
those.
choose for it.
This is one of those things where they would then use a legendary resistance to end that effect on their turn, so they get their actions back.
Sure.
But it would, if
It would burn a legendary resistance.
It would burn a legendary resistance, but I think more importantly, just to if you're talking about this to get rid of reactions,
Yeah.
you would have to go after them in order to do that. If you went before
How do you
them,
mean?
so in the turn.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because they just ended at the start of their turn, right? So either they end at the start of their turn, and then you only get like a little bit of that, or if
No,
you
no,
ask
it's
them.
till the beginning of my next turn.
So what I'm saying is with how we run legendary resistances is rather than just making the save as it happens, I wanted to still make saving throw spells a little bit viable at high level. So what it is that you get the effect, and then they can end the effect with a legendary resistance at the start of their turn. So you still deal the high damage. They're incapacitated, but then at the start of their turn, they will use their legendary resistance, rather than using it upon being hit with the effects. Just make the save, and then you get nothing. So it changes how it works. So it is just to make it a saving throw spells a little bit more viable. So you're not just like, okay, well they have 5 legendary resistances. It's gonna take 5 turns for me to get.
Yeah, they're incapacitated is the language of the spell.
So they'll be incapacitated until they use their legendary resistance, which will happen at the start of their turn. So if you want to get value out of this, you would have to go after them, or you'd have to use your reaction by readying the spell on your turn to hit them post their action.
Right, which feels like a wasted action economy in that
Yeah,
case.
it's 4 action points for that. I don't know if that's worth
That
it.
makes sense. Yeah, no. No, that makes sense. Is there anything specifically that we're thinking of as far as control goes that I should have prepped that I wouldn't be able to use with Mizium Apparatus?
You can basically get anything with the Mizium Apparatus because you're a wizard.
Right,
you're a wizard
exactly.
spellcast. If you're trying to get value out of control stuff, I would you need to then bank on going.
Yeah.
You need to go after them, basically. You need to go after Ignition and Combustion take their turns. I would recommend stuff like Slow. Slow gets more value than Psychic Lance.
I've got Slow. Would Reverse Gravity be useful?
Reverse Gravity just does damage, so not really. In this case.
It does? I thought it actively fucks them up.
They just fly it. They just get floated up, and they can fly. So it's like... Now they're just upside down. It's not getting as much value as I think you'd want it to.
Okay.
Slow is a very useful. Hypnotic Pattern would also be very useful.
Yep, got those.
In this case, getting a Feeble Mind. If you can land a Feeble Mind, it's useful. Maze.
I probably can because I can buff my spell save DC is decently up there.
Maze is also very valuable. Maze is...
Really?
Maze is good because it requires a check to escape and there's no save involved, so I can't legendary resist it. I have to spend my turn plane shifting, which could result in them not... They won't immediately just appear where they want to because it's plane shift. So they will probably appear outside and have to waste a couple of turns getting back to you guys or just escape using the check. So there's a bit of value that you can just get for free by casting Maze and keeping concentration up.
That's true. Maybe we should...
If you maze one of them and then kill the other, that'll be probably a really valuable way to save yourselves some trouble. And since you can concentrate on 2 spells, you just pop Maze, and then your next spell on your turn, because we get who gives a fuck about the spell rules, just slap Wall of Force around you. You're now domed in. They can't get you. You keep Maze up as long as is valuable. And then basically giving Viari and A's free reign to decimate Ignition.
That'd be really good.
Mm-hmm.
If you cast Maze, do you know when they get out?
Yes. The spell effect ends once they escape.
Okay, that's really good. We should maybe try for that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Pat?
Do you have a way to debuff their checks or their saves or something? I'm sure we have a way to debuff checks.
I mean, there's plenty of things that I have with Chronergy that I can certainly do that.
The spells that would debuff saves and checks would interfere with if you feeble mind them.
But one of us could potentially.
If somebody feeble minds the target and then slaps them in the maze, they will end the effect on their turn using their legendary resistance. But it is then guaranteed they have to do that because not only can they not cast spells, they will also be unable to succeed in the maze check. So that will take up a lot of time from them, and could possibly get a lot of value for you guys.
I have
However,
feeble mind.
I think you need to focus on damage. If I'm being entirely
That's fair.
honest, I think because you currently deal the most damage. A's will be dealing very consistent damage as well, but currently you just deal the most. So you need armor being ignored currently. But I think that is the strategy you guys kind of need to go for. I think you need Fada to wall them off in the maze. This is all said in Charlie's voice, by the way. Fada needs to wall off
I
the
got
maze, and then wall himself in with a wall of force. A's and Viari tag team Ignition, and then once that's over, you release, or I guess hopefully Combustion arrives, tag team his ass, you win. I think that's how the fight needs to go.
Got it. Question. Offbeat, if you can look up the spell Reality Breaker, if you know it already, what do you think? Thoughts?
This is a Matt Mercer one?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's Matt Mercer.
Oh, okay. Then if you don't want
between timelines, turns thrusting creature into turmoil. The affected target must make a roll D10 at the start of each of its turns. The number roll determines what happens to the target. At the end of each of its turns, the target can repeat the wisdom save.
And that is a full on no reactions until the spell ends.
Thrusting, the target must succeed in a wisdom saving throw. So the thing is because of how we deal with legendary resistances.
Right, yeah, it's the same problem, isn't it? Yeah.
So I think maze is your best option because it can't be resisted, and
Cool.
I have to make a check, which is very different from
Roger that.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I see.
What level can you cast up to?
Me?
Yeah.
9.
Okay, good. Do you have Wish?
I do.
Should you go in with the simulacrum as well?
That was the plan.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
100%.
Yeah.
I
And
think
then
you and your
what
simulacrum
maze?
just stay in your bubbles and just maze the bitch.
Yeah.
Well,
I
can your
was gonna say because I have
simulacrum
global
feeble
invulnerability too.
it's an 8th level spell. Can your simulacrum be the one to feeble mind?
Can I, as we're preparing for this, didn't we at the beginning of everything? Didn't we give our simulacrums Mizium apparatusi? I don't know what the plural of apparatus.
Don't think they were allowed to have magic items. I think that they were only allowed to have, like
basic equipment.
armor and
They only are allowed common equipment. They do not have magic items. So if you don't know the spell, you're gonna have to be the one to cast it.
I mean, I do know the spell.
Okay. So then, if
I
you know the
cast
spell,
summon Mizium apparatus.
if you know the spell, then you can just have your sim cast it, and then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, because they can cast the same amount of levels.
They can do absolutely everything you can do.
Sweet.
The only
Everything
thing
you can do, they can do also.
They just don't have as much health.
They can do
As
everything you can just do.
So...
All right, is that the plan? Did I help? Was I useful today?
Charlie, you're always useful. Shut the fuck up.
Could you put a review on my discussion board, please? Actually.
All right, yeah,
Rolls out
sure.
You have a
webcam.
discussion
Do it
board?
right now.
I'm trying to get Familiar of the Year, okay? The Familiar.
Fuck yeah.
It's
I
really
got you.
important to me, okay? It's
No, it's
Yeah,
fair.
no,
I'm
I'm
just,
not trying-
the Familiar's union is just really confusing to me. I don't really understand how it works.
Well, I'll leave a review because I'm actually a local guide, so it'll have a little badge next to it.
yeah, your little weasel fella always shows up. We love him. He's a great guy. We don't understand him because he's not really in the union, but
Yeah,
Scamp.
he's there. Yeah.
All right. Good luck. Charlie disappears. Do you have your plan?
Yes. Now, before we go in, A's, do you want to scope out what's going on with space and see what fuckiness we're going to encounter? Because I feel like I don't know, maybe you can just sense it because you've got space.
Sure, I'll try.
All right.
Do
Gonna
some
vibe
space
with space.
fae bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Make an Arcana check, please, A's.
Arcana. Uh, 30.
All right. You tune to the Fey Spirit of Space in your mind, and as you tune into them, everything around you goes dark, and you see through the eyes of space. And what you see is ignition and combustion, busy engaging in some sort of magic ritual. And you see that everything's kind of fuzzy. Everything is like phasey and hazy and weird. Make another Arcana check to figure out what they're doing, please. This is a very high one. Checks are getting higher, everybody.
It's only 26.
Right, it's hard to tell what's going on, but they're doing something, and it's fucking with your view right now.
There's something weird happening.
Is it like a hallow? Or a...
No, I
What's
think
the
a
other one?
hollow would have prevented it entirely. It's just hazy.
What's the other one? The one that...
Forbiddance?
starts teleporting? Yeah, Forbiddance. Is it... Does that do anything like this?
I think I would... Am I correct to think that I would recognize that?
Yeah, you would recognize it. This isn't any known spell that you're aware
Yeah.
of.
No, this is something different.
Do we think we can lure them out? Do you think that if we set up enough of a threat outside of that room, that we could just force them to come out because they will have...
What kind of a threat?
I don't know, like the VR, etc. Like enough of a problem that they kind of can't just stay in the one room.
I mean,
Lock off that room and then send them back to chaos.
Theoretically, like we could. I don't know if the VR... I think we could sack the entire Ministry of Space and they wouldn't give a shit
Yeah.
at this point. They don't care about anything.
Why are they
that's
making
going
a
on out
last
there.
stand, I guess?
They have orders. And if they can take us down or weaken us or buy our time or buy time for whatever's going on there, I think that's probably worth it for them.
I guess, you're right.
And all of these skirmishes, I'm pretty sure, have some sort of cosmic balance implications as far as the scales between order and chaos. As long as they're just there, we haven't fulfilled our mission. Unless we decide to just switch roles and just kill all the bandits while they don't see us coming, but I gather that's not what we're doing.
No, probably not.
No, I didn't want to do that either.
I also think it'd probably be a little bit too late to switch sides at this point, considering what we've done.
Viari is side-eyeing Ace.
It's a joke.
It is, right?
It's a joke.
Okay.
I believe you. It's just... You are so sus.
I feel like that's just Aze's personality. Like, I say this with all the love in the world. That's just your personality. It's just kind of being vague and quote unquote sus. Like, not in a bad way. I love you.
We all do. Please don't kill us in our sleep.
I mean,
If I was
there
going
are
to kill
days-
you in your sleep, I would have done it by now. You guys sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Well, no, correction. I'm the only one that actually sleeps, you freaking weirdos. Your eyes open, constantly looking at everything.
Okay.
I don't have
I
my
lied
eyes
to
open.
you.
We've
I do
established
sleep.
this.
Yeah, you are actually respectful in that sense, but
They would get
not-
so dry.
Godfried is the one who stares at you specifically, Fada, while you sleep. It's just
Yeah.
Godfried.
Yeah, I also sleep. I just lied to
Why-
you at the
I
time
think
because it
it
was
was-
funny.
God damn it. I don't know, like it's always in, like, it's never malicious lies. I just don't know why I never expect it.
It is my
Think,
godly
right?
humanity. There are times where I do it and you believe me and I'm like, I felt like that one was really obvious. But I appreciate your faith in me, and it speaks
There
to you as a person that you believe me every single time in good faith.
Well,
There are some more spells that you guys could potentially cast right now to figure out what's happening. You could potentially use augury, divination spell. You could legend lore on yourself.
I do have legend lore.
You could legend lore on things if you guys are, because I feel like I feel like you guys are like trying to get information about what's happening so you guys can make can make the right move. Don't forget about the wide list of divination spells that you guys frankly all have access to thanks to Mizium apparatuses.
I want to. Can I legend lore on that vibe that I got?
So okay, let me read legend lore real
What's
quick.
the legend of this vibe?
So
Give me the lore on the feeling.
I think.
name or
I guess
describe a
it's-
person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of significant lore about the thing you named. The lore may consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. If you were to describe the action of this ritual that they were committing, I would allow the legend lore to take place.
Okay. Then A's will.
Sorry, you gotta be upfront this time.
Yeah. Okay, so when I was looking specifically, I didn't get a great look, but what did I see them doing?
They were sitting like crisscross applesauce. Hands just kind of collapsed in a relaxed position. Both of their eyes were closed. They were in battle aware. Ignition was in a long cloak, entirely black, and it looked like there was constantly peppering sparks at the ends of every single piece of filament and fabric on it. Their faces were covered. Combustion was in a different getup than what Viari and Godfrey would have described to you. Combustion seemed to be almost looking like a holy, like very stereotypically holy warrior, golden plate, golden sword. But you see at the handle, it has a little twist, like a twisty thing on it. It was currently at his back. He also was in the crisscross applesauce hands claps position. In the center, you saw some sort of material burning and wisping up, and you saw that as the material was burning, the smoke was dissipating into far more miasma than would suggest from the pitiful amount that they were burning in the center. This is some sort of ritual, and as you saw it, it was interfering with you viewing them via using space.
Okay, so I'm going to think on that, and I'm going to specifically approach it through the lens of arcane meditation.
Okay.
Trying to, because they're concentrating on a spell, but there's a lot of ceremony around it as well that spell concentration doesn't necessarily always imply.
Yeah, they were ritual casting something, so it's 100% that. Please describe how you cast legend lore.
Okay, what are the material components for legend lore? Let me see.
Incense worth 250 GP, which the spell consumes 4 ivory strips worth 50 GP each.
Yeah. So I think what happens is I have these 4 ivory pieces that are each a few inches long, and one of which is a little different from the others. I take a little stick of incense and I actually just light it and set it in a holder. I assume Ace has a bunch of tiny little knickknacks that the multi-tools of multi-tools. And that starts smoking, and that smoke kind of forms a little circle and it creates this little circular current. And as I lay out the incense sticks, I sort of do one on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other. So they're all kind of under one and over one. And I do that in a triangle. And I take the other fourth stick that has a little bowl and I put the incense in it and I mix some other things. And I think these ivory strips are kind of gilded with gold and specific runes. And I think with the stuff that is mixed with this magical incense, I take these deep breaths and breathe it in and breathe it out. And then I take the one piece, the little pipe on the top, and and the one piece is going to be King of the Pirates. Oh my God. Side note, I started watching the live action because I haven't really paid attention to the anime. I've only seen a few episodes here and there. I did not realize how Luffy coded I was until that.
True. That's real.
I'm just going to do, I will simply become King of the Pirates because that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to bring all my friends with me and we're all going to achieve our dreams.
I love this for you.
But Ace grabs the centerpiece and smokes it and takes a huge toke and breathes out.
And you are gone. You zonk out for a bit. Feda and Viari, you watch as after Ace takes the toke of this pipe, your face just goes relaxed, and you guys recognize this is almost like when she's when they're in their trance-like sleep. It's very similar, but Ace, what you see is a little different. You see the following: Alistair, Beatrice, sitting at a table, doing a very similar ritual.
That's not good.
Are you sure this is going to work, Beatrice? Yes, Alistair, I'm sure this is going to work. What are we doing exactly? It's the rite of banishing, Alistair. We must remove the magical influence of our brother from this realm if this war that Order and Chaos want to have is to work. And we're certain this is what we're supposed to be doing. I'd much rather just strangle you right here and now. You and I both know that's not a war, Alistair. That's just petty sibling drama. The rite of banishing, you say? How does it work? It will summon the laws necessary. It will invoke the laws necessary, and it will do its job. Fine. But just know after this, you know what's coming, right? The war begins. Everything begins. I know. I'm ready, Alistair. And the vision ends.
That's how they banished power?
So what are combustion and ignition trying to banish?
They trying to get rid of us?
Do we feel any sort of magical effects on us as the spell is being prepared?
Not on you. Aze is the only one who felt anything, and it was when they were looking through space.
Should we go to Alistair? Wait, do you tell us all of this?
Yeah, I will, well, first I'll be like, kind of taking the thing, holy shit.
Okay, well, if you wanted to get high, just fucking invite us next time.
I don't think you want a hit of that, Feda. Oh my god. I'm like going to like cleaning up my little thing. It's like all burnt. It's done. Yeah, okay. Combustion and ignition are doing a ritual that I think Alistair and Beatrice did before all these wars started.
Okay.
Like before any of them started. It's a banishment ritual. Could be for agreement. Could be for god killers. Well, power's already banished.
Trying to banish space.
But
They could be trying to
power
banish
was the
space.
first thing that they did.
I'm talking about ignition and combustion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was what they used to banish power.
Yeah.
That's big magic.
That's
They might
That's a
not
bit-
be. I mean, they're not going to be banishing. Maybe there's no way they're trying to banish Alistair. That just wouldn't work. Right?
No.
I mean, it wouldn't
No.
work, but I mean, like, right, they wouldn't be dumb enough to try that.
No.
combustion might, but I doubt ignition would go with it.
I don't think Beatrice is dumb enough to try that. I think that if it was possible, she would have already tried it. I just don't think that they can.
All right.
But-
So do we stop them? Is there
Yeah.
a chance we can interrupt them?
I think if
this
we get there
end-
before they finish casting it, it would be better. I think our only option is interrupting them at this point.
You
Would
guys
this send whoever...
You guys currently, just to remind you guys, have not had your long rest yet. Just to remind you guys. You guys are still pretty weak overall.
Well, what about me? I imagine that
We are not
in all
going in
time.
without a long rest.
No, for sure. So what do we do?
Here's the thing. Would this send whoever was banished to wherever power is? And therefore
We
give them access to power?
No. And honestly, I don't think both. I mean, power is power, and it hasn't broken out of wherever it is. I don't think being on the same side of that wall is useful for anybody.
No, but
Yeah.
it might give us an idea of where that is.
So we shouldn't ask Alistair about how it works and maybe how to counter it?
We can try.
Why are you... What's your hesitation, Ace?
I know at some point we're going to need. I don't think showing Alistair all of our cards is always the best idea in the long term.
We don't
I
have
know
to
where
tell
you're
them
coming
the
from.
power thing, but for this mission specifically.
I know where you're coming from. I think the thing is with Alistair is that he doesn't lie to us. Like he just kind of does. The
I
thing
don't
that he's
think-
doing.
Sorry.
I think
I don't-
the thing is he's not plan. I don't think he's planning against us.
That's the thing. I don't think he's planning against us. I don't think he's going to lie to us. I still don't want him to have all of the information of all of the things we know. And if you want to ask him, I'm not going to stop you. I just want my opinion to be voiced.
What about Lady Luna? Do you think she would know?
No. Or maybe, but I think she has other things to worry about right now.
What do you mean?
All of the Fae who died.
Oh,
Sorry?
Oh. Yeah, I think roughly a third of the court.
Offie, what court did my adoptive family belong to?
Butterfly.
butterfly, wasn't it?
So Lady Luna's court?
No.
Luna's
No.
off.
Fucking god damn it.
I was wondering why you were like
It's
so
confusing.
worried. I was like, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not good, but
That's confusing. Yeah. That's fucking a lot. Okay. Shit.
yeah. So
Oh.
that happened when we were in chaos.
Who's that guy with the information? It's me. Hey.
Charlie!
Hey guys. So you guys know how familiars are used to cast spells throughout, like, for everywhere and every time.
Which
Okay.
means, yeah.
All right, everybody, I want you to look me dead in the fucking eyes, okay? Viari, look at me. Look me dead in the eyes. I need you to say... How do I do this? 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 Okay. Kid! What creature type am I?
Faye?
What does that mean?
Did I? No.
Charlie, have you been here throughout?
Don't state it as a question, kid. I can't answer questions. Make the statement.
You've been here through the resets?
More specifically, who has?
You, Charlie.
Broader.
A hive mind?
Yes! Yes! Thank fuck! Ah! You watch as he coughs out like a ribbon of paper. Gag order. Okay, so... You see him clap his hands, and you guys are gone into a demi-plane. Thank goodness! Okay, excelente! Alright, you guys are very insufferable sometimes. It's a lot. I've been here the whole time. Okay, kids, let me tell you a little secret about how this world works. People can't tell you shit unless you know it, okay? You guys are always getting fussy at people because they don't tell you things they aren't allowed to tell you. Neither was I allowed to tell you what I've been through. I've been here. The Fae have been here. We've been here since the beginning because we were here first. Okay? We were here before it all happened, before the wars, before it all began, okay? I have been here before it all began. The Familiars Union has been here before it all began. We are the Fae, bitch. We've been here, okay? So, with that being said, kid, yes, I've been here. I've got all the answers that you probably want about timelines and bullshit like that.
How many times has it happened?
It's more times than you can count, kid. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's just, it's been going. It's been going.
Have you been familiar before?
What, yours? What do you mean, kid? What do you mean, yours?
Like in previous timelines?
Someone with a name like a V, maybe? Yeah, I don't know, kid. Yeah, you are you. You are an individual. You are unique. You've made your own unique choices. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. Point being... Okay, that spell, right? That spell that you were seeing, A's? That spell's the rite of banishment, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So the rite of banishment, what it does is it's a very ambiguous spell. It works with the magic that underlies the divine contract. Basically, it says delete this, and then it lets the contract do the rest. It doesn't actually dictate how it happens. It just has to happen. It doesn't really care how it gets there. There's no exact way of how it does it. When it says delete this, it does its best within the parameters. So when they summoned the rite of banishing on Power all those years ago, it did its best. It deleted it from the contract in the position that it was and prevented it from acting any further, which is effectively a delete, but not exactly. So what they're currently doing is they're trying to do something with you, Ace. They're trying to do something with space. They're trying to stop something with space. If they're trying to do a rite of banishing on space, they're doing something to prevent you from manipulating it, because currently they're all tied up in this shit. They're all linked up. They fucked up. That you have too many chess pieces on your board that they were supposed to have. They're trying to prevent you from having one. It's like you're all loaded up with queens and they've got a king and a pawn. But they're trying to stop.
Can we take space out of time and space?
They let all my palms get to the end.
Can we take space out of time and space, put them in a place where they can't be touched?
I don't know if that's necessary.
I don't want that.
That's what used to happen to me, and then I would come back.
And look how great you turned out, kid.
But it's also what happened to Z. Like, we've done this before. It's not a crazy
right,
thing.
but I want to keep it.
I think the thing is, the rite of banishing only works insofar as you have influence over the contract. Alistair and Beatrice, I assume that's what you saw, the first one? The first one. When they do it every time, it only works insofar as you have influence. If ignition and combustion are doing it, it's not gonna work the same. Don't get hung up on the details. It might just prevent you from using the abilities while you're in this space. Hell, it might even fuck them over. It's a very dangerous spell to enact. And there's no spell slots required. It's hoping that this entity that has its own vague sentience will listen to you. You know? Imagine an ant spelled your name out in breadcrumbs and then told you to stop to give me back my best friend Martha. You know, it's an ant. You don't know what the Martha looks like. You'll probably just kill the ant farm. Who knows? Anyway, I'm very excited.
Such a particular explanation or example. Okay, interesting. Well, this kind of puts me in a tough position because I kind of want to see what happens. I'm worried about what could happen.
I think you need to think, how much influence does combustion and ignition really have over the divine contract? That's the question you should be asking. Because that will affect how much you're affected. Do they have more power than you? Probably not.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So that means that's not gonna harm you.
They're just gonna, like, fuck up something. It'll be annoying.
It'll be annoying. I don't think there's any way around that. But you guys are currently in no position to stop this ritual. You are nearly out of spell slots, Missy. You, A's, were nearly in chaos for a bit, and you got more curses than I've ever seen on a person and still walking. And Fada had therapy today, and that takes a lot out of all of us.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess take a nap, see whatever this ritual's done, kick their asses in the morning.
All right. Anyway, by the way, you guys are like, oh, we shouldn't tell Alice the things. Maybe stop having your private conversations in the break room, okay? Now that I am here, come to me. I'll take you to my demi-plane, okay? The Familiars Union is a proud neutral party in the Pantheonic Wars and has been since the dawn of time. So, yeah, Alice already knows that you know this information is what I'm trying to say. It's kind of just like...
Yeah, I also just assume that if I can hear it, he can.
Yeah, that's the thing, but not in here, okay? This is Switzerland. You guys don't know what Switzerland is. This is a neutral party.
I still want to be a conscientious objector. That's all I'm saying.
That's why I like you, kid.
So, speaking of hive minds, we don't need to or should do this now, but Charlie, you and I should probably have a conversation at some point about a certain group of fungi that recently caused a lot of issues.
Yes. We will. It's not a mind, though. It's fungus. They think different.
Right.
We'll talk.
Also,
I'll just trust you and pretend I understood that.
I know what the answer is, but I'm also just going to say it because I think it'd be fun to say. I still have those 3 magic mushrooms at any point. Just letting you know.
Hey, can you stop trying to get my lawyer high right before we go into battle?
I was trying to get you high before we go into battle.
I mean, I don't know if that's better or worse, but I, again, am down for it.
Also, it's worth mentioning that you do have a supreme favor from Lady Luna.
We do. I think we should maybe save that for getting information that she doesn't want to give up if that should arise.
Yeah.
Potentially. I don't know.
I also have thoughts about that, but they're not very concrete yet, so I'll wait.
That's fair enough. All right. Nap time?
Nap time. Go to sleep. Are you guys staying in here, or are you guys gonna go to your rooms in the Pantheon? What's
I kind of should probably see what my room looks like now. So yeah.
I'm gonna go to mine, and also just very quickly see if Scrap's been round.
Fair enough, kid. All right.
Just for the record, A's is gonna go and stand wistfully and yell at nothing in their domain for a little while. Just keep yelling until they get all of the yells out. Stare at their book and think about the fact that they don't know where their last page is. And then it's gonna go hang out with Fate and sleep in Fate's room on their couch.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Lux Realm, I think. I think because it's probably my realm's probably currently under quarantine, a la Monsters Inc., where there's all the people in the yellow.
You got a 2319.
2319. That's exactly.
If you want, there's I'm sure there's loads of cozy nooks in the Infinite Library.
Do you want me in there? Consider. I mean, I know that the mushrooms.
Well, you
are
signed the contract, so you're safe now.
Okay. All right.
You've
Then
been
yeah,
vaccinated.
Yeah, you don't have cooties anymore. Or your cooties aren't contagious, at least.
Okay.
You
All
all,
right. Yeah.
You all go to sleep in your respective spaces. Viari, you see that Scrap actually hasn't been in dreaming in quite some time. It looks very dusty. Probably hasn't been sleeping much, on account of the war. Feda, thank you. Feda, you find yourself in a cozy little nook filled with candlelight and little scraps of paper. One of the Viaris comes over and reads you a bedtime story because they got bored.
Okay.
A's, you scream for a while, eventually making your way to Fate's domain. You go there and you see that Fate actually has done quite a dang fine job gardening. You see that they have accelerated the growth rate in their domain because they were getting a little impatient. But you do see that the sprouts are actually starting to happen, and you see little leaves coming up. They have a cloud irrigation system that rotates throughout the field. This like single tiny puff cloud that just is perpetually raining ever so slightly over all of the plants, keeping them nice and hydrated. And you come in, Fate greets you with a big old smile, sees your exhaustion, snaps their fingers, and in a comfy bed, just like, oh, I'm dreaming of a bed right now because I'm sleepy personally. So plush, so many blankets, and you all get
princess bed.
You all get your long rests. You guys wake up the next morning. I'm assuming you're all gonna go to the Ministry of Space. Get going. Any objections?
Nah.
Okay.
Who is going to cast Enhanceability?
I can.
Yeah.
Who am I casting it on?
Me, so that I ideally go as early as possible so that I can get my simulacrum in place to
what's that,
make
second
them
level?
vulnerable. Yeah. How long does it last for? Is it like an hour?
I think so.
All right. You guys get to the front doors of the Ministry of Space. You cast Enhance ability.
And then I had a thing that I was casting, but I don't remember what it was.
I think you're casting that stuff only in the fight.
Well, I have. Oh, my simulacrum was the one thing, but I think that was before the long rest anyway.
You get your simulacrum from before the long rest.
Yeah.
You find yourselves outside the Ministry of Space. A's, it is at this point that you fully understand the effect of the rite of banishing. They were weak. They weren't strong in the contract. However, they did manage to do something. Space no longer has dominion over their little place. Teleportation is no longer a part of this ministry. The building is exactly as big as it looks. No longer are there doors that lead to other doors and teleportation points. It's a straightforward layout. So they removed your advantage, but removed one of their own in the process.
All right, in and out.
The place looks
I passed
relatively
IO
empty.
psychology. Sorry.
The place looks relatively empty. In fact, it looks deserted. I think it's fair to say that it is quiet.
Something about derelict ships and buildings and just anything always creeps me the hell out.
Charlie,
Yeah, what's up, kid?
I feel like going for a scout.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, sorry, I just woke up. Okay. You see him,
Well, Beta,
you see him like stamp off and then flap his wings. And he
I'm just gonna like sit down, crisscross my legs, and be like, "Let me know if anything happens," and then start looking through Charlie's eyes.
while Feta is being all creeped out here, A's looks just very, like, comfy.
You would be. I'd say that again, all the love in my heart. Just assume anything I say that sounds derisive is said with love and care.
Oh, I take it as compliments anyway.
That's good.
At this point in time, a Viarmi member, looking rather beaten up, tired, you see that they are covered in wounds. Comes up to you, A's, and Fada, because they see that Viari is busy.
Whoa, hey, V call sign number.
I'm
Check in.
Viarmi member 1324. Nice to meet you. So,
Hi.
we've done a good job securing manufacturing. We figured you'd be here. You know, we know where she is at all times. He's,
Are you okay?
The fight's been rough, honestly. It's been
Yeah, it
pretty
looks
bad.
it.
Yeah.
We got a little bit beaten up by the ignition and all the government members are gone. It's not like they're even there. It's like they all abandoned. I think it's just ignition and
Really?
combustion left. We did send a few scouts in there, but they didn't return.
Do you know where they went?
So they went down to the basement, to where the highest concentration is of magic.
No, the government people, the ones who abandoned here.
Probably retreated to the big cities.
All right.
War for the Badlands is basically over.
Oh. Good job, team.
But Argus wanted to give you guys these, and she has a baggie of embargo bullets. 3 more.
Great.
Oh, fuck. Right.
He said, "Don't miss."
He would.
Oh wait, I'm spaced.
Yeah. And you can't hear either.
Okay, I'm gonna.
We're gonna keep it, not tell VR.
Me, you. I'll take one. You take one. V
Yeah.
takes one.
We should just sort of toss it in their lap, see if they feel it. Just kind of drop it in their hand.
The idea to do with an almighty weapon is just toss it in their lap and just hope they recognize that it's.
It's not a bomb, Fader. It's a bullet.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You know what, Days? Do with them what you will. I'll take
I drop one in Yari's hand.
Like a 124.
The Army member's gone. They're moved out.
Okay. Huh. Okay. So.
Yari, there's a small metal thing in your hand now.
Thank you.
Viari, here's what you see through Charlie's eyes. As you look flitting about, please make a perception check.
Okay, I can do that. Perception. That is going to be 2d6 on top of my d20. That is a total of. I gotta get the Google Dice Roller working. Sorry, one sec. 23.
Okay. So through Charlie's eyes, you look and flit about the room. A few things that you notice. For one, this building looks entirely different. You've been in this building before. These 3 chuckle fucks are making memes. You're making memes.
It's all I know!
This is our coping strategy, damn it!
I've been so consistent since day
I
one!
just see you guys. I just see Patrick and Amelia with the stupidest fucking grins on their faces.
It's like, oh my god.
The fuck
Like
you
a
guys
great
My
like?
coping mechanism.
It's a good joke.
It's a
It was an excellent joke.
It's an
It wasn't a
excellent
good
joke.
joke. It's a great joke, even.
I don't want to stop you from your great jokes. I was just like, the fuck are they laughing?
It sure
We're
sounds like
listening.
you want to stop them
We
from
all have
their great
ADHD.
jokes.
We can do 2 things at once. We
I
can
just think
mean and
it's-
also pay attention.
I was just, but it's silly. Anyway, you guys go. Please continue making your jokes. I was just like, the fuck's happening? I'm not this funny. As Charlie looks
I
around, as you look around in this building, you've been here before, VR. This place does not look anything similar to what you've been before. It's like the entire interior got an upgrade or like a downgrade or a grade some way, sideways. It's different. At every door, there's no longer that teleportation feeling anymore. You're just walking through doors now. And the building is just as big as it looks on the outside as it does on the inside. No longer fucky things with the space. And you notice that this building is empty. Nothing. There's not even desks. There's no papers. There's no chairs. There's no anything. It's like this building hasn't been touched. However, it does make finding the tracks of some very powerful gods that literally seek gunpowder and explosives very easy. You see that Charlie follows their trail for as far as they can, about 100 feet in, and they find that it's more or less leading towards the basement. But
I can follow Charlie anywhere on this plane of existence, just as a side note. Like, he can...
Oh, is there no limit to the distance?
No, because I took the evocation that let me...
I forgot you do that, yeah. Charlie keeps going. He keeps following the trail, going down. Stairs, elevators, Charlie's sitting in there, some bossa nova plays, goes down, keeps walking, and then he gets at the very bottom, about several hundred feet in, meters in, not feet, several hundred yards in, you find a door, and there's a curse mark on it.
Oh.
What's the plan here, kid?
Let's not repeat last time. They don't have control over teleportation the same way that they did last time, though, so that maybe we can just teleport straight through that?
Potentially, although this is Beatrice's curses. Do you want me to maybe identify it? You gotta identify it?
Yeah, I don't.
Alright, I can do my best.
I don't think it's gonna help. Like, Charlie, you can't see through Charlie.
Right, yeah.
Charlie does.
Get there.
His best is a familiar, so he's just rolling his raw intelligence, and he doesn't have a bad one. He's more just got very specific areas of knowledge, though. And he goes, fuck, kid. I don't know. I think you'd have to come down here and do something. Remove curse, maybe? You guys got that? You guys know that spell?
I know.
I think we can get it.
I mean, I can Mizium apparatus that shit, yeah.
Okay, I think that's the play here. I think this is it's hastily made at the very least. This won't have many of the signature Beatrice fuck you protections that you'll normally get, right? This is made last minute.
Alright.
Scouting mission done. Did I do a good job?
Yeah, there's
5
nothing else that
stars.
you can see that's a concern.
Just this curse. That's all I can really see. And obviously the loads of gunpowder that's on the floor and everywhere.
Yeah.
Could you make...
Do you think they're gonna blow up the whole building?
VRE, make an intelligence check flat, please.
I think I should be able to make it not flat. Okay, 21.
I think that'd be so funny to just be like, I just think it should be not flat, so I'm just gonna throw some more dice on here. I'm just letting you know.
That's crazy.
I want you to know that whatever number I give you has been graded on a curve.
That's insane. VR gets sniped through the skull.
Why do I get sniped? Those two chuckle fucks made the joke.
Well, that's not my problem. VR, anyway, with the 21, you do track something. It wasn't apparent to Charlie. Charlie's not exactly a war veteran. He's a lawyer, but
Same difference.
He's been here a while, but it doesn't. He's not always on that upkeep. You notice that the gunpowder is in patterns. It's in a very specific pattern. They took a very lackadaisical route to get down here. It's quite clear that if shit goes wrong, they're going to blow everything up and try and kill you and bury you guys in here. why they're in
What
the
if we
basement.
prestidigitate the whole place? We use the VR to prestidigitate it all clean.
That's my thought. Either that, or as we walk along, I can just be like waving my hands over, and it's like one of those little magnets with the iron bits.
Yeah,
where
the
it's
little
everything
drawing
is-
things, and you do the.
VR, you know that Charlie didn't get as close a look at everything as maybe he should have in this scouting mission, just simply because he was trying to find where they were and trying to map the place out. I think before you guys make any hasty decisions, I think Viari would be aware that they should go in first and then check things out.
Who do you mean by they? Like me? I should go in first?
You, A's, and Feta should go in before you send in the VR to do something in bulk.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
Alright.
mean, God,
Let's.
us forbid. I don't know. That they were like, you know what? Fuck it, we'll blow it up anyway. And
There
then
could
we
be contingencies that if we start prestidigitating or something, it's gonna blow up. Alright, let's go take a look.
Okay.
You guys make your way inside, and that's where we're gonna go to break. Thank you all for watching the first half of this episode. I will be back in like 15-ish minutes. It's been a great time, and you know what? We might actually
Strategy,
finish
we're
this
in.
fucking arc.
We're in space. We
I
did
thought
it.
I really thought you were gonna start saying the lyrics Amelia had been typing.
Oh, I have not been reading those lyrics.
Oh my
Oh, you
god!
we should read them out
Leave
loud
me
right
in
now.
on the joke.
You should read them out loud. Fresh reaction right now.
Okay.
Go to the
Okay.
first one that they did, and then read the longer one.
Well, I posted the first one in the chat.
Embargo Bullet called that a loaded god complex. Cock it and pull it. I don't. Is this a reference?
Yes. Now read the
Okay.
longer lyrics and
going
you'll
downstairs.
understand.
Yeah.
Okay, go down to the next one.
Sugar,
The
we're
longer
going
one.
down swinging. I'll be your number one with an embargo bullet. I'm not getting the reference. Guys.
Okay, read
It's,
the
oh my
full
god,
one.
it's gonna pull out.
We're gonna handle this in the break. We'll handle it in the break so Offbeat doesn't get copyright struck. Okay, but just in the cadence you think this is song lyrics. So the next message that I have, the bigger one, I just want you to read it how you think the song goes without knowing how the song goes.
That would be so good.
Going down in the initiative round, and with Sugar, we're going down swinging. That's Fall Out Boy, right? I did it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh no, you
It was so close and
you
yet
did
so
something.
far. I'm gonna show you the song.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. We'll be going on break though. See you all then. 1. Hello, everybody. My name is Offbeat Outlaw, and welcome back to Paperwork Pantheon. I see there's some confusion in the chat about Charlie being an imp and a fae. What is this? So find familiar is a spell that says the creature is a celestial, fae, or fiend instead of its other creature type, primarily being beast. However, with the imps, it's still, if you take the Pact of the Chain feature, it still has to follow the rules of find familiar, making it a fae, fiend, or celestial. And in this case, we already picked fae a while ago, and today we reminded them of the important decision that they made.
Hold on. Don't act like I forgot this.
I was
Tell
watching.
the story
I was
as
watching.
it happened.
Okay, the thing is, last night I went back and I watched, and there was an episode where he told me, just so you know, Charlie's a fae and also an imp because of the 5 familiar stuff. You told me this very specifically.
Which episode? Really?
It was like episode 4, I think, when you sent Charlie in to infiltrate the church. It was a throwaway at the time because we hadn't built out the fae yet.
And now it's important.
And now it's important. It was
Okay, well, you brought it up and asked me last
I
night
did
for
make
his other
sure.
creature type to get me to give you a definitive answer and then explained it.
Yeah, because I was like, I feel like Brooke would, if she knew all the lore, would make decisions. I want to make sure that we know what we're doing. Anyway, so that's how 5 familiar spell works. And like, in all fairness, everyone would have forgotten that because even I did. I forgot a lot. Anyway, back to the game. Party moves into space. So the things that they note that are all around them. For one, gunpowder all over the floor, in confusing trails that lead
Can you
everywhere.
turn the music down a little bit?
No, but
Okay,
just a smidge.
how's that?
That's better, thank you.
Okay, you're right. There's gunpowder trails leading absolutely everywhere, like everywhere throughout this place. They are leading in and around pillars, and you see that they're usually concentrated around support pillars, and as those being kind of positions of importance, I guess you could say. Additionally, those of magical inclination feel magic in and around them. For those that would like to perhaps figure this out, make Arcana checks.
I'll make an Arcana check, but I
38.
good.
What was that?
Never mind.
38.
Okay. Fada, would you like to make an Arcana check?
I'm doing so right now.
I made a really high check for me for
wow.
Arcana, which is 23. That's almost as high as I can roll.
I don't know why that's so slow right now, but
Have you turned
35.
off- Have you turned off your hardware acceleration?
That might have been the issue because I have it turned off for.
For streaming.
I
movies
feel like
and stuff.
turning off the
Yeah.
hardware acceleration is the like equivalent of turning a device off and on again, but specifically for like Google Chrome.
Yes, correct. Oh, I'm running Opera right now.
Well, they work the same.
Opera is still I think Opera is still a Chromium browser.
Oh, is it really?
Let me check.
Anyway,
Yeah, 35.
Fada, A's. You rolled above 35, so you succeed on this check. What is actually happening is that there are hidden via magic through glyphs of warding that have been disguised and hidden. There are several casts of delayed blast fireball on every support pillar along with the gunpowder. And you notice that this gunpowder, I've been calling it, it's a bit of a misnomer. This isn't necessarily gunpowder. This is something far more explosive and concentrated. This stuff, if it goes off, will explode with way more force.
Does it look like there's like a with delayed blast? Does it look like there's like a trigger? Like if we try to dispel the spell, will it go off? Like, can you tell what the trigger is?
Currently, you cannot, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't cast spells to figure it out.
I have Identify if we want to do Identify. Detect Magic would be too vague, wouldn't it?
It would tell you where the spells are, and would probably tell you the schools of magic present. So it might alert you to more glyphs of warding that you currently cannot see.
Right. What do we think? I can do that.
Yeah.
All right. Identify or Detect Magic? What do we think?
Identify. We already know it's magic. Detect
Cool.
Magic will just tell us the school.
Yeah. Think we can take the 10 minutes it takes to
Yeah, you guys got time.
ritual cast it. Cool.
Yeah.
I will ritual cast Identify, so I don't have to waste a spell slot.
Okay. As you cast Identify on the glyph of warding, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
God damn it. Okay. Hubbity bup bup. Give me a d20 and 3. So my dex bonus is +8, so that would be 2d6 and then 3d6 with the blessing, correct? Or do we round up? I don't remember if we round up or down.
mathematically, so it'd be 3d6 up to 4d6 with
Up to
blessing.
46?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure, let's do it.
When you have the time, don't forget to fill out the Excel sheet with all the stacked
Yes.
dice.
Yes. All right, that is, oh my god, just fucking, there we go. That is going to be a 21. Not great. But I do have advantage. Because I have advantage against spells and magical effects. Is this a magical effect?
This is a spell.
Or a spell?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to do this on 1d20 and 4d6. That doesn't seem right, but okay. No, that was 4d20. Okay. Give me a second.
While you're doing that, chat, did
Yes,
you know that
please.
yesterday it was Offbeat Outlaw's birthday?
Did you know that? I am now
What?
25 years old.
Ew.
Gasp. I know, it is kind of you.
Wow. Sometimes I
30.
forget how young you are compared to me. So wise and ancient.
Ancient.
Mhm.
What was that?
So
number?
32.
32 on that. Okay, you dodge the disintegrate that leaps out of an adjacent pillar, as it blasts past you, last minute. So there are more than just these magical effects currently active. The Blade Blast fireballs are but some. There are clearly stuff in place. However, you do successfully finish casting Identify because your concentration is not broken by the disintegrate. You find out the following information. This is a glyph of warding that is being used to disguise the delayed blast fireball. That is set to go off, but the following parameters are met, or if any of the following things are triggered. Any attempts to dispel, they will go off before that. They'll go off as a reaction to that. Any attempts to clean the gunpowder on the floor will result in it blowing up. Any attempt to learn information about this will trigger the disintegrate glyphs of warding.
Yep. Got that.
Any attempt to put another glyph of warding on the pillar will trigger a hold person on the individual and a disintegrate.
Oh my god.
On the pillar specifically?
On the pillar specifically. That is what you learn from the identify on just this one glyph.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Wait,
relay all of that
it-
information.
Was it that if we try to get rid of gunpowder, was that one of them?
Yes.
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
tried to
Gunpowder.
clean it away, like prestidigitate, if we try to dispel any of the glyphs, if we try to learn info, you get disintegrated, or at least it tries. And if
Well-
we try to add another glyph, then we get held and disintegrated.
If we send the V-Army in to do this all at once, does it matter if it gets blown up? Like, if there's no one in here.
Wait, if we don't touch it though, nothing happens. We can just walk on through, right?
Well, sure,
they're
but they
glyph
might trigger
warding.
it and try to kill us and
Right.
bury us underneath, sort of thing.
That's the thing, is that the glyphs of warding are hiding the delayed fireballs, but
Right.
they're
If
still
they,
glyphs of warding.
I mean, if they collapse it on us, they collapse it on themselves too, right?
Theoretically, but I feel like that's not what they care about, you know? I feel like if they collapse it on us, then they're gonna piece out, wait till it's all collapsed, and then come in and pick us off. Yeah?
I guess I just assume that if they can collapse it on I guess one of them could be holding a teleport and the other one could make it collapse, but otherwise we would have just as much time to bamf out.
Right.
Well, unless they've got a contingency on them.
Yeah. I mean, we
There's a
could send the
silly
VR
question.
me to clear it.
Is it worth us triggering it in advance, is all I'm
Well,
thinking.
I don't think so.
I think it might be worth the VR me doing it as we're fighting. I mean, on some level they know we're here, but I think it wouldn't hurt to... They don't know exactly when we're bursting through the doors, you know?
Because they're glyphs of
Yeah.
warding.
I just mean,
that-
if they're about to die, they're probably going to use it like...
No, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is as soon as we go through... They're not... I think what I'm saying is... Once we start, they're probably not going to do it at the start of combat. They believe they're going to defeat us. They've done their ritual and everything. I'm saying that once we start combat, we send in the V army to disarm this, so that way them disarming it beforehand doesn't give away exactly where we are.
My thought is, so the glyphs of warding are what would set off the delayed blast fireballs, correct? And the
Yeah.
glyphs of warding typically are triggered proximity-wise, aren't they?
It's triggered by the specific action.
Glyphs of warding can be
Oh,
set
okay.
for a proximity trigger or for a specific action of the caster. Snapping fingers, muttering a phrase, anything.
Right.
Let me check
So-
the wording of this.
So I'm wondering if we had the V army come in once we're in there and cast a bunch of anti-magic fields, if they would go off at all.
They can't.
They don't know anti-magic.
Oh.
Although they do know true polymorph. And they could all turn into beholders.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Anti-magic
thought.
field dispels things, but at the same time, the sightline alone would cancel it before. So it'd be up to them
Right.
to make the judgment call. They'd have to figure out your plan.
right. It's sort of a chicken and egg situation. What takes effect first?
Yeah. I think we send the V-Army in first. The reason being, if we go down there... I don't know. I mean, it'll tip them off that we're coming. But if we go down there, we might just get buried.
Right.
Like, you think on our way down there they're gonna trigger all the glyphs?
I don't think so.
No, I mean that if they realize that we're trying to mess up their whole system, they might just trigger it.
Right. Well, I guess what I mean is having all of the VRs be in place so that, like, before we open, like, it happens right as we enter that space.
We can try it. If that's what you want to do, let's do it. We do need to figure out what we're doing about the curse on the door.
That I can also identify. I can
Do
do
either
a
of you
little
guys
bit
have
more.
remove curse?
No.
I can
I?
name it. So yeah, effectively.
I think I've sort of had my fill with curses.
I think you've had more than your fill.
I say we do it.
All right.
So what's the plan exactly? So you guys are going in, and then you're bringing in the army behind you so that they can get rid of all of the gunpowder mid-fight? Is that the plan?
As we're starting.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna get all the VRs staged, and then as soon we're gonna head into the building, and as soon as we get downstairs or where they are, like before we go into that room, we're gonna have all of the VRs deactivate the runes.
They
And
are
then bust
going
in.
to use True Sight to make sure that they can see every single
Okay.
rune.
But that does require you guys going further down first and then they move in, or is this happening right now currently?
I think we have all of them move in with us right now.
And just have them be prepared, like a couple of, like maybe a group of 10 surrounding us to like help protect us if the triggers go off early.
Okay.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because as far as Identify told us, the glyphs of warding are hiding delayed blast fireballs.
You
and the things
identified
that
a
we
single
know what
glyph of
triggers
warding
that.
is what
They
happened.
could.
Okay. So all of them could be doing different things, I guess.
There could be more happening. You guys have only done a single identify on a single glyph of warding.
Okay.
Do we want to have, I mean, we can either have all the VRs come in and do it all at once, or we can just take this one at a time and just keep kind of feeding VRs to different glyphs and work our way through.
Feels
Yeah,
familiar.
okay. And we can also have them identify it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that if they turn into beholders first as they're going through and get into place.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surround ourselves with an army of beholders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
So a
plan.
bunch of beholders begin to move in. And they're weird way where there's tongues all hanging out and the teeth everywhere.
In any other situation, they'd be terrified.
These eyes flickering, twitching, looking, and they begin to lock down the area. As this happens, though, as they enter, discovering what's about to happen, triggers further in the building begin to go off.
God damn it.
However, it's not without any responses. There's magic being cast to the 60-foot sight line as you guys are in. Counterspell can be cast at this point to prevent the glyphs from activating.
Oh, so you can counterspell glyphs of warding. That's what I was looking up before. You can counterspell
You
glyphs
can
of warding?
counterspell glyphs of warding. The disintegrates were subtle cast.
Okay.
Initially.
Interesting.
Alright. If you can counterspell glyphs of warding, then we could have just sent in double the Viaris and then had them counterspell the glyph of warding as it was cast on a dispel. Like
All of
would
them?
Oh,
You guys currently only identified one glyph of warding on a single
Right.
pillar. And you guys do know that there are more glyphs of warding that protect this pillar.
And then as we set the beholders in to start looking at all of these, that's what triggered something else 60 feet away.
The magic can't pass through the beholder's sightline, so do we even need to?
Magic can't, but there is still gunpowder on the floor to worry about. That ain't magic.
Right. Yeah, that's just kaboom.
I mean, I'll counterspell.
You'll counterspell? Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
also counterspell.
All right.
Wait,
roll,
we...
roll for it, pretty please.
Yeah. That's just spellcasting modifier, right?
Yes, just the modifier.
21.
All right, you succeed. You successfully stop that from going off. You note that there are several glyphs of warding deeper within that are just straight pure fireball. They just no delayed blast about it. They will just go kaboom. as well as within this room, you note that you guys didn't find all of the glyphs of warding. As the beholders do their sweep, about 5 glyphs per pillar are deleted and are removed as they flicker and fizzle out. There are about 5 glyphs, each holding different fire spells to ignite the gunpowder. So a dispel, sending it. So the manner in which you did this was wise, at the very least.
I also got a 24 on my counterspell. I don't know if that matters.
A's nailed it, but if she'd failed, you would have been necessary.
Cool.
But the anti-magic field does contain the area for now. As you begin to send beholders then can, as this area is locked down and swept, they begin to move further in and begin to sweep the building more or less. It seems like you guys could be okay with this for now. There's one thing of note, though. You do find a single. The beholders find as they sweep the area as like you kind of just brute force your way through this. You find a circle of teleportation circle, just into this main foyer. And the beholder magic shuts it down, but as they look away, it boots back up.
So it's like a permanent one?
Yeah. Are you gonna have a
Can I
beholder?
copy down what it looks like? And does any of the rooms in it make sense to me?
Yeah, this makes perfect sense to you. This is a coordinate locate. This is the location for this specific circle of teleportation. Like the coordinates make sense, longitude, latitude wise. Like this is this is a teleportation circle that says if you use these runes, you'll fucking get right here.
Got it.
Here,
So it's not like it's carved to go elsewhere. It's like the receiving
No.
area.
This is the receiving end. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
It can go elsewhere, but like it's like you need the other teleportation circle coordinates to do so.
Right.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Do we want to direct one of the beholder VRs to just constantly look at this so that if this is
I
their
don't think it
main
hurt.
state-
Yeah, I agree. I also will bring in some additional VRs that aren't beholders to be prestidigitating the everything clean with the since the beholders are getting rid of everything.
So after the beholders move in, the VRs move in behind them to prevent them from being deleted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's
If a
triggering.
beholder looks at a VRE, they will be destroyed. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do this. They move in. You begin to remove a lot of the traps. The army's once again proving to be the most effective military in the world, as they begin to dismantle a lot of these traps of the magical variety.
Right.
One thing they don't notice necessarily are traps of non-magical variety. As they come in with true sight, though, the VREs notice them. The beholders don't, but the VREs notice them. Underneath these support pillars, there's been little sections carved out and filled to the brim with explosive devices, set to trigger on doors opening.
Damn.
Okay.
Would you like to have them attempt to disarm them? Or
I mean,
someone
might
else?
as well.
Check. Is it going to be like a lock
be
picking?
a
Oh wait,
slide-
it's sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand check if you have a thieves.
Oh,
tools
and I have
proficiency.
proficiency with thieves tools. Okay, I've got a
Good.
+9 to my sleight of hand, plus proficiency with thieves tools.
Is the proficiency bonus that you get, is it already been added to your... Do you have proficiency in sleight of hand checks?
Yes.
Okay, so you will be rolling with advantage if you use your thieves tools from the Xanathar's Guide rules.
Nice.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's +9. That is...
And it's common equipment,
3d6s
so-
with advantage on the
Three?
d20.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I'll have them do that. Dice roller. Do I need to just roll a bunch of checks?
Roll one check and we'll see how it goes.
Okay. I am gonna get this 29. Wait, that's for the first one, and then the second one is 14. So the first one, 29.
29, you do succeed in disarming the traps that are connected to the doors. They're no longer triggered or going to be triggered on that end.
This sheet makes me so happy because I made it a little spy sheet.
As they keep sweeping the area, beholders watching positions and trying to dismantle all of the spell stuff as it happens. You guys begin to move through the tower. I'm just gonna say that the VREs dismantle most of the traps as you get to them. A lot of the rudimentary traps are taken care of, the magical traps are taken care of, and as you guys get to the basement, you see in front of you a single large door. Well, it's double doored, but sealing its front is a curse mark. Hastily drawn, etched in blood for effectiveness, but it is hasty. Not very well protected, but to be approached with caution, to say the least. I wouldn't be hasty in your decision making here.
How do we want to do this?
Remove curse? Wait.
Right. We don't know what it does, and considering all of the contingencies they set up for anything else going off, I feel
Do
like
we have
there's
like a
nothing
spare
we can do about
VRE
that.
with True Sight up that can have a look at it?
Yep. You have a VR that can come up. The VR goes up to it. What do you want me to do?
What's going on here?
That looks like a curse.
Brilliant.
You are smarter than that.
I don't know. What does it look like
Okay.
to you?
What's True Sight telling you?
It's fucking cursed. It's
That's it.
It's,
That's it. It's not giving you the nature of. It's not giving you any more information right now.
It's a cursed door. It's telling me that there's some sort of barrier preventing ethereal travel. I don't know if that's related to the curse or the door, though. I can't tell the difference. It's just I just see the barrier.
That's helpful information. Okay.
I mean, I can Globe of Invulnerability us, and then we can do Remove Curse if that works for you. Because that would protect us from anything that would directly target the curse.
Can we,
Dispeller.
with Globe of Invulnerability, cast through the globe, though?
Yeah, you can. Globe of
We
Invulnerability.
can?
prevents
It
casting.
doesn't say-
Oh,
It
I'm
doesn't say
thinking
anything about
Odaluk's
coming
Resilient
in.
Sphere.
Yeah.
It would protect us from anything of whatever level below and under. We don't want to use too many of your high level spell slots, which is just.
No, but I
note.
could do a 7.
Were we saving your 7 for anything?
I have 2 7s.
Okay.
I have 1 8 and 1 9.
What do you think, guys?
Spend it. Spend the
Spend it.
7.
Yep.
All right.
Glove of Invulnerability goes up.
If we get through enough rounds of combat where we worry about that, we've got other problems and we're gonna die.
Very cool. All right, and then what level is Remove Curse at its base?
No,
Or do
sorry, I think 2,
Third level.
3. Oh, that makes
Third.
sense because it's like the spell.
Yeah, I'll try it at 3rd level.
All right.
As we're in the sphere, I will.
As you cast Remove Curse on this, Feda, what is your charisma saving throw? What is the number?
My charisma save is a +9.
Okay. As you are taken into here, as you cast the spell, you are whisked away briefly. You see yourself staring at the sky, the burning curse mark up above.
Oh fuck.
Please do the following. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay. That is going to be a 27.
Okay, nothing happens. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh boy.
You know
That
if this...
is- Hmm?
Oh, I was completely unrelated. Please continue with the plot of the story.
25.
25, you succeed. Please make a charisma saving throw.
Jesus.
While you're doing math, I'll just say this song reminds me of the chant they do at the end of that one Scooby-Doo movie where Scrappy Doo is like possessing everyone.
37.
Nice check. All right.
Fuck. Holy crap. Oh,
You still got more to go, though.
I know.
Another intelligence save, please.
All right. It's 3. We're going to roll. That is going to be 23.
You don't make the save.
Fuck.
Please make
Okay.
a wisdom saving throw. The effects
Okay.
will all pile up at the end of this.
Yeah. 25.
Succeed. And the charisma save. One last one.
Okay. 28.
You succeed. One fail.
Ah.
You failed with your intelligence saving throw. Theta, as you cast Remove Curse, the spell succeeds. However, the curse does apply.
Okay.
You went under a brunt of the effects unscathed. However, the following does happen. Feta, there are many memories that you consider precious. Many that you consider sacred to you. Please describe one that you think Feta would miss.
Oh, fuck.
Something that made him who he is.
Can it be general?
Sure.
I think it's the names and faces of everyone at the orphanage he grew up in.
Those names and faces meant a lot to you. Those people who were a family when you didn't really have one. You watch that memory as an outsider in a little orb in your hand as it pulls away from your face and you see a chain wrap around it. That memory is no longer something you have access to, and you are aware of its absence. Please take, for the next following fight, you have a minus 1d6 to all of your mental checks and saves.
Got you.
This effect can be removed with a long rest.
Okay. All right.
But the curse is removed. It does not linger. The removed curse was enough.
Oh. Fuck you. All of... Fuck every... Fuck these bastards. Let's just fucking kill them.
Agreed. Let's go.
All right. So you open the door.
Yeah.
You open the door.
Wow, sick Magnus Archives reference.
It's crazy. You open the door, and you see them. These two, ignition and combustion. Ignition, hands covered and dripping with powder. Cloak, as they pull it back, you see this ass length back, long jet black sleek hair, and you see combustion eyes glowing red underneath a golden helmet, golden armor, golden wings. For all intents and purposes, this looks like an angel. You see them standing here together. Ignition speaks first. All right. So you got through our little tricks. So this is it. We fight now. We die.
You don't look excited about that.
Do you have an alternative?
You're bargaining. Is that what's happening here?
You asked us a question. And if you think that there's an alternative, who are we to not hear you out?
All right. You turn around, you leave, and you let us continue with our business.
Oh, no. No.
To what end?
So that we get to not die? Kindness?
You know, we don't have to kill you. Like, you could just
Leave.
come, leave the Chaos Pantheon. You could join us.
Yes, I leave the Chaos Pantheon, and then Beatrice kills me. That sounds like a great idea.
Well, you'd be under Alistair's protection.
And look how that turned out for Z's.
I think Z's is a different case.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm not looking forward to that fate if it's any even close to what I have to get to.
There's a third option.
Is there? Bargain with me after you took my dog, by the way.
Oh, okay, that was
I'm
Godfrey.
sorry, I was not a part of that.
No, we did. It was Godfrey.
Again, I was not a part of that.
Oh, so you're not a part of them, are you?
Well, no.
So what are you doing here then, Feda?
Okay, calm down, Ignite. I was not
Don't
aware
get
that was a
familiar
thing.
with me.
I was also dead at the time that conversation was happening, so.
I was recovering from being
I was
dead.
dying
Regardless.
because you tried to kill me.
Regardless. I just kind of mind link with the two of them as like, do we try and recruit them to our side specifically? Not order, not chaos.
No, I think we kill them. I'm kind of upset about that time they killed me, and I don't think there's really a good outcome here, and I don't trust them. I would be less upset about the time they killed me, except I don't think they really care. And again, I don't trust them, and I don't think they're useful to us.
I mean, they take power away from chaos.
They do that by dying as well. Oh, I'm torn.
Considering the fact that if we don't kill them, they're just going to be helping chaos, I don't really think it's much of a good argument.
Now, if we kill them, they just lose their current aspects.
They don't have
Correct.
multiple aspects.
They don't have
They
multiple.
don't. That's a
No.
thing specific to us.
Yes. Question. What is everyone's passive perceptions?
Perception
15.
17.
All right.
I say we kill them before they get the jump on us.
Fine.
All right.
So what's happening?
Third option is you walk away from it all.
I don't think that's how
No
this
order,
works.
no chaos. Just walk away.
I'm gonna pull my sword out of its sheath, not like aggressively, but just like, oh, we're gonna get this done because I know where this is
To
going.
those who don't want to continue, I'm going to ask this because this affects how this works.
Oh, at this point, I'm keeping his attention focused on me. That's kind of what I'm doing.
To those who want to get in and fight, you are allowed. Just raise your hand right now, and we will get this started. Who wants to pull the trigger first?
I'm sorry, you cut out
Okay.
for me.
Who wants to pull the trigger first and start the fight? Because currently it's not starting. There's no initiative rolled. If someone wants to start the fight, I need them to state that.
Yeah, I'll fucking start it. No one else is doing shit.
Wait, should it not be me?
It should
you
be-
have no. There's no debate here.
Yeah.
There's no debate. You either say yes or no. You either start the fight or you don't.
Are you starting the fight or not?
There's no should or there's no should. There's no should I do this. It's if you want to fight, you say yes. If you don't want to fight, you say no. You will eventually get pulled into initiative if there is a fight. But I need yes and no's right now, this instant, because there is shit that you did not notice from a passive check.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Got you.
Brooke, is VRE fighting or does A's start it off?
I think
I'm just gonna
Viari,
keep
because
talking
you
very
guys,
well
because
aware.
you guys have decided we're going into a fight. Viari's like, well, I have to go first.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep talking. As I'm talking, I think I'll cast Gift. of
I've
Elect.
unsheathed my sword.
Okay. As you guys. All right. In that case.
But my intention is to fight.
I'm going
I will
to.
stab someone if I need to.
Okay. From how I've understood this, A's Viari have decided to fight. Feda's trying to pull focus.
My intention is to fight as well. I am just also
yeah.
talking to try and pull focus.
I think it.
I'm using my free
due to
action.
the failed passive checks that happened, and with them kind of successfully bringing you into conversation, there was some unnoticed happenings. And as you look at your feet, your pants, you notice that gunpowder has wormed its way up into your legs. Everybody starts the fight with 3 stacks of powder already on their person.
You chuckled fox.
I will say for this, because you guys kind of decided that that Viari you'll be just be starting the fight. I would like for you guys to roll initiative. You guys technically have a quote-unquote surprise round of sorts. Please
Okay.
roll initiative.
Got it.
Okay.
4, 5. Now we got a D8.
So I have an advantage, don't I?
Yes, from the enhanced ability.
Okay. $27.
Okay.
25.
Also 25.
Okay.
What's your dex?
I'm probably lower than yours.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
15.
It is lower than mine.
Yeah. I was like, you're playing a
Oh, no,
bard,
it's
and
not. Mine is 14.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I
Do
just
you
have.
not hit things?
Huh?
Do you just
Like a
spells?
wizard, isn't he?
Yeah.
Aren't you?
I'm a wizard.
Oh, you're a wizard bard. Oh, okay.
I'm a wizard bard.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, combustion and ignition are under the effects of surprise. Combustion goes first and is surprised and does nothing. Ignition goes second, is surprised and does nothing. Viari, it is your turn. They have their reactions back.
Okay. I am going to send my simulacrum up to them,
Okay.
and it is going to activate the ability that makes them vulnerable. So I can read that to you if you want.
I would like that right
because
to me
it's
because I've forgotten how
in
it
my
works.
notes. The notes that I took, I think you explained it verbally, so I took the best notes that I could.
Okay.
Sorry, I am just trying to find it. I know it's in here somewhere. It literally just says gain vulnerability, give vulnerability to all enemies within 10 feet.
It's a bonus action
So-
that lasts for a minute.
Okay. I'll add that. Bonus
It's one action.
action. Oh, for fuck's sake. Please let me do this. Bonus action. I just realized another thing. 1 minute. The final ability that you gave me, Falsify. Viari may choose a target within 60 feet to effect with Falsify as an action. Make a charisma deception check contested by the target's wisdom insight check. If the target fails the check, Viari may remove a saving throw proficiency of their choice from the target.
Yep.
I am flagging that in case we need to remove a saving throw proficiency. What's that? Is that an action? Oh, as an action. There it is.
So 2 actions.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, I am sending my simulacrum into and activating that. I'm then going to, on myself, activate Storyteller.
Okay, that's a bonus action, so 1 action point.
And
Okay.
then I am going to... How far away am I standing from them currently?
As you guys move forward after the entrance, they were about 50 feet away from you.
They were about 50 feet. Okay.
From the entrance.
I guess we would have moved into the room.
Okay, so about 10 feet forward, so about 40 feet now, I'll say.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement to move up to them. I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay. So their action point, okay.
Okay, I was waiting for them to counter spell. Okay, so Spirit Shroud. I'm also going to have my Simulacrum Spirit Shroud.
Okay. That will be met with a counter spell.
Okay, counter spell.
Okay. So who's doing that counter spell?
I'm going to have the Simulacrum do it.
Okay, so it's used all 5 of its points, I believe. Because it gave itself vulnerability and then vulnerability. It used a bonus action to cast Spirit Shroud, and then it uses reaction, so that's 5 action points.
Oh, and also Storyteller.
Yeah.
Okay. If I action surge, I get to keep the action point because I've used at least 2 on my turn. I get to keep action points for throughout the round, right?
Action Surge can only be used to cast
Yeah.
actions.
But like if I use, okay, so if I action surge in order to be able to cast this, then I keep the 2. Like it's semantics at that point.
I don't get what you're saying. If you used Action Surge
Okay,
right now.
we have 5. We have
Yeah.
okay. So if I action surge,
Yes.
because I want to keep 2. I want them to have a reaction during the rest of
You
the round.
can't get a reaction up. No, that's not how, unfortunately, how it works. That is
Hold on. Let me explain what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna do the same thing.
Because if I have 5 action points,
Yeah.
this is how my rules that I wrote work. If you have made a change, I need to know about it, is sort of what I'm saying. So if I have 5 action points
Mm-hmm.
and I action surge,
Yes.
then as long as I have used 2 of them, 2 action points on my turn, that counts as like the action surge action points, typically.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. Okay.
And then there's leftover, because action surge effectively gives you 7, but you must use at least 2 on your turn.
you have to use the
can't
Action
save
Surge
additional.
once to do the action, but you're saying you wanna resequence your turn so that you took Action Surge earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we've got Storyteller, we've got vulnerability, and we've got what's it called? Spirit Shroud, and then Action Surge, and then they're casting the thing. They're
counter-
casting. Oh, they're counterspelling. Yeah.
So if you
Okay.
have 2 points open currently on your simulacrum, you yourself
Yeah, okay.
have more.
So they cast at 6th level, I think. Does it automatically work, or do I have to roll?
It all succeeds.
Roll 6. Okay, cool. In that case, I, on myself, have 5 left, because I'm going to action surge as well. And leave those. And I am just going to cast Eldritch Blast, I guess. Get the first lot out of the way, because I can't think of anything else to do. And then save a reaction.
Counterspell is being cast on your Eldritch Blast. What do you do?
That's both of their reaction. I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna let it fizzle.
Okay. You have 3...
Wait, hold on. They don't have... Wait, no, I will. Yeah. I'm gonna let it fizzle so that I still have... How many?
You
I have 3.
Three action points remaining. You still haven't cast
And then I'm...
Eldritch Blast yet, so you cannot activate your Illusionist Bracers until you cast it for the first time.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else I can do. Oh, I'm gonna throw down an echo then in front of them.
Okay.
As
Who's
a
doing
bonus
that?
action. Me.
Okay. You have 2 action points remaining.
That's my reaction. I'm going to hold them.
Okay. Ace.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Legendary action now. In between here. They're going to cast Dispel Magic on the Simulacrum.
I'm going to counterspell.
Okay, please roll for it.
Okay. Now I get to add... No. That's for concentration. Never mind. Where is my Dispel Magic thing? I have suddenly forgot what you roll for Dispel Magic. It's just your flat charisma,
It's your
right?
flat
It's no
charisma,
proficiency.
yes. No proficiency,
Yeah.
flat charisma.
Okay, cool. So what is my charisma? Normally, that's... Okay. Okay. 21?
21, you make the save. Is this you, or is this your Simulacrum?
This is me.
Okay. The Dispel Magic does not go off. The Counterspell does go off. You are out of actions. Okay. It is now the turn of A's.
Okay. Is it more important that I have a reaction or that I have Spirit Shroud? What do you guys think?
That's a good question.
Reaction.
Okay, cool. In that case, I will Blade Song. I'm going to move up to these fuckers and Booming Blade and hit a bunch, and then I'm going to Action Surge and Booming Blade and hit more.
Do you want a Booming Blade or Eldritch Blast?
Oh, I should Eldritch Blast. Yeah.
Okay, like weapon attack plus Eldritch Blast. So
Yeah.
You get your Blade Song up. You still have 4 action points available.
Yeah, I'm going to use... How much does a reaction take? 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do 2 rounds, 2 attack actions. And then I'll have 2 to save for my reaction, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Is it ignition that we said we were targeting first, or was it combustion?
Ignition,
Combustion.
you guys are trying to kill. Combustion,
Okay.
you're trying to sequester into a little maze. Alright, A's, please roll to hit. Remember to use stacks dice, and we roll per action.
Okay. 34 to hit.
34 hits.
Okay. God, how many
If I take my legendary action, can I use that ability that removes proficiency from a save?
Your legendary action
Is
was
that?
only to cast spells.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
So as you make, because Eldritch Blast got a buff as well, because you guys moved up in the cantrip tier list, Eldritch Blast makes 5 attack rolls, so that's 5d10. You're using your weapons, so that's 1d8 plus 5d10 plus your modifiers.
Okay, and that'll be 2 hits, right?
That'll be 6 hits total because Eldritch
6?
Blast, because you hit once with your weapon attack, and then Eldritch Blast hits 5 times individually.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be 1d8 plus 5d10 plus modifiers.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, 1d8 plus... Yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying that was, like, 30d10, and that's why I got confused.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, okay, so that's 38 plus 14.
Plus 14.
Yeah.
Okay. They are vulnerable to all damage, so you see, you do chunk them for a bit, but it's definitely maybe not as much as we're playing a little bit safer now, as you maybe would like it to be.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'll roll to hit for my second action.
Okay.
And that's 30. And that's 20. Yeah, 26 plus 14, which I think is 40.
40, yes.
Cool.
Trying to adjust for armor. Okay. You do swing in, you go in, you deal a good chunk of damage. They've definitely prepared. As you make attack rolls within this range, please make a dexterity saving throw for me. Within 5
Yeah. Oh, I'm bad at those. 8. Does that succeed?
Oh, man, that's crazy. No, it does not.
Can I? Oh, well, no, that's a reaction. Shit. Okay.
You could react if you have it away. You have your reaction up, Feta, and you'd get your reaction once
do
back at
know.
the start of your turn. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, and then my turn is next, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hoobity-bop-bop-bop. Oh god, I can either do Chronal Shift, or I can give myself a point of exhaustion and just use.
Well, you can have your simulacrum do it as well.
Oh yeah.
If you want to give yourself if you want to give your simulacrum a point of exhaustion, so.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Yeah, Ace succeeds, and my sim will gain. Well, should I save that though? I feel like I should save that for
you
something.
You can use it as many times as you want to give your sim
Yeah,
exhaustion. Fucking kill them. They got 6 times they can use that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
You use it.
Happened.
Ace, you feel Feta manipulating the magic that is actually yours. You are accelerating.
Give me a second. It's harder to figure this out.
As you dodge past this with an accelerated time space. Ace, is that your turn? Reminder of it, homebrew abilities, other such jazz.
Yeah, I was looking through those.
Reminder as well that spells that buff your damage, like Spirit Shroud, Shadow Blade, can also buff your 2-hit chance.
Yeah.
But remember, the simulacrum is giving it vulnerability right now too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'll hold off. I think I want to wait until I have something better up to double up.
Beta.
Alrighty.
Sorry. I keep teasing you guys with your turns. There's a legendary action first. This time, Ignition is going to attempt to dispel the Viari simulacrum. Any responses?
I'm gonna have my simulacrum counterspell, unless you want to counterspell Fader.
I mean,
But
yeah,
I can have my simulacrum counterspell.
I can counterspell. Whatever works for you. Yeah.
I
I'll
auto cast at 6th level.
Oh, then go for it.
I'll just do that. Yeah. I'm going to have my simulacrum counterspell.
Okay, please roll for it.
Oh, right. I'm doing this all digitally. 30.
You succeed. Viari,
I rolled a 20, a 6, and a 4.
Viari,
Nice.
you're out of reactions. You're out of action points.
That's not good.
Okay.
Make sure you leave reactions up, please, on your turn, because you're gonna have to react to their turn.
Yeah.
Veda.
Okay.
It's your
No.
turn.
Okay. Reactions are returned, and I got almost 10 points in total, and I need at least 4 left over. Cool. Good to know. All right. So I think immediately.
Don't just.
What's the?
Just to remind you of what you have on your plate, you have your simulacrum. Your simulacrum has takes its turn alongside you. It has the same number of action points. You have 5 action points. Anything in D&D that costs an action, 2 action points. Anything that costs a
I have
bonus
the-
action, 1 action point. Okay, I'm just
have the
reminding
sheet
you
up.
because I know you haven't done combat in a while. I'm just reminding you what's up here. Okay.
No, I appreciate it. I have I pulled up the document that you had sent over, so that's
Excellent.
right up in front of me. I will definitely need help later on though. But I think immediately as we're getting into it, I'm just kind of like, I mean, do we want to go all out? Like first things first. I can
Yes.
Yep.
I can
What
either
are
hit-
your thoughts? What do
Well,
you?
I can either hypnotic pattern and slow, or I can immediately try and maze.
No, try to maze.
Maze that
immediately.
bitch.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna. Oh,
You can have them fail, right? You can just decide that they fail.
Maze doesn't have a save.
maze is a check.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Feeble Mind is the one that has the save, which I imagine that they would use a legendary resistance.
Well, do you want to? You could feeble mind, force them to fail, and then maze. Yeah, that's a good plan. You should do that.
Forcing them to fail would be a reaction.
Yeah, and you get them back on your turn, so you've gotten them
Yeah.
back. You've got 2 of you.
I think he's thinking about saving them for not his turn. That's a lot of action points.
Right.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I think that if but the thing is, we're going to need fewer reactions. So, Amelia, did A's leave?
Yeah, if that
any
works.
points?
Yeah,
we'll
I have a
probably
reaction.
do a
I have
reaction.
Okay, so I think that'll be okay as long as you have at least 1 reaction. I
Okay.
think you'll be okay because we've still got 2 on our side of things.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Okay.
you feeble mind, force the fail from
Yeah.
your simulacrum, and then you personally, and then you maze them. And I do think it should be you mazing them because I think you've got a better chance of succeeding on your
Yeah. Well,
and
I think
maintaining
that would-
concentration.
Yeah.
That falls into the feeble mind as well, because I need if my sim does the feeble mind, then it's going to be the one to make it fail and take the point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What?
So that's the plan at the moment. So my action, Theda's action, is going to be to cast maze on combustion.
And then bonus action inspiration
Um,
from your simulacrum.
yeah,
as well.
that sounds fun. Yeah,
Okay.
bonus action. I'll take the
Oh,
inspiration.
wait. Cool question. So you're mazing first or you're feeble minding first?
Feeble minding. He's feeble minding first.
Okay.
Oh, so yes,
You
order
are-
of
yes.
operations.
Okay.
Simulacrum is going to feeble mind towards ignition, correct?
The one that you're
Combustion.
banishing. The one that you're
Combustion. Feeble
Okay,
mind
so
combustion,
everything's
maze
going towards
combustion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, bang,
Okay. Are you using
Yeah.
your ability to make
taking combustion out of the equation.
Are you making them fail? Are you making combustion fail with your
Yeah.
ability? Okay.
I will say my Feka will take another point of exhaustion.
Well, Okay, hold on. Wait, quick pause. Would it be better to Feeble Mind Ignition? Because Combustion's just going to resist it at the beginning of the turn. It's not like it costs any action points to Legendary resist a thing for a creature that innately does it. This is not a big question.
Well, if Maze isn't a save, then you can't Legendary resist it.
Well, I think the question is talking about is the Feeble Mind worthwhile? The Feeble Mind, here's what it does. Here's what the Feeble Mind does on my DM end. I have to then decide of going like, okay, I now have to use my Legendary Resistance. Because that has been used, I have less resources for when I'm in the fight. Do I plane shift out of here faster and just but take a few more turns to get into the fight? Or do I try and brute force my way through the check? That's the question.
Because
in that case, it might be worth doing it to Ignition.
My thoughts on Feeble Minding Combustion is that it'll take him longer to get out of the maze because it's the check that
he can Legendary resist the Feeble Mind at the start of his turn. He can't Legendary resist the maze. To chat who's confused about this conversation, we have changed how Legendary Resistances
Ignition is
work.
going to hit the start of his turn next anyway.
Yeah, so we're basically eating up a Legendary Resistance.
Okay,
but if we use it on Combustion, then we have a better chance of the maze hitting this turn.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay, that's one action point left.
I overanalyzed into
the same plan. We have Feta. You have one. Your Feka has one action point left up.
Yes.
On what are they going to do with that?
Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to me, or where do we want that directed?
I would suggest giving that to your primary damage dealer, aka Viari, in this situation.
Yeah, I was like, throw it at Viari.
Okay. That's exactly what I would.
Viari, you have an extra D6 from which which you can use on your attack rolls.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Feka's used up. That leaves Feta themselves.
Feta still has his reaction.
Feta has all of his action points. He's not used a single one. Feka used all of theirs. Feta has not used an action point yet.
Feta
if he cast Maze, he would have.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't. I didn't hear you cast Maze. Sorry.
Oh, I think it got lost in the confusion. Yes. So all of that happens. Feta casts Maze.
Okay. You now have 3 action points remaining.
Cool. Yeah. A bubble forms around, almost like a hamster ball forms around Combustion, and then immediately fills in with like a labyrinth. Like a labyrinthine pattern, and just like tiny at the center of it is Combustion. He has to figure his way out of there.
This fucking sucks. I hate you.
Fuck you, Kobe.
All right, Feta, you have 3 action points remaining. What are you doing with them?
Let's see. You can't have Bardic Inspiration from 2 sources, can you?
No, but you can give it to someone else.
I will give it to do I have anything?
Ace is your other primary damage dealer, so it's not.
And then you can save the last one for a reaction if you wanted to. The last
2. Yeah, I would do that.
I can also subtract one of my Bardic Inspiration dies from their next saving throws.
Oh, could you have done that before? Wait, no, it
doesn't matter. It's a check.
No,
yeah. I would do that.
Yeah, just do that to Ignition.
Yeah, all right. I'll use Unsettling Words.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that leaves 2 action points up. Is that your turn, Feta?
Yeah, I think I shout towards Ignition. None of you like fucking nicknames. You all have 0 sense of whimsy, and you're fucking pathetic for it. That's my unsettling words.
Should I take my legendary action and hit him with some damage, or wait to potentially use that for like a contingency?
I don't think I have a strong preference.
I think I'm gonna hold.
Okay.
Hold it.
Legendary action from Ignition. I need Feta. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okie dokie.
As a blast of powder jets towards you at Mach speed.
How many of these things do you have?
I've used 3.
Bullshit. I was talking in character.
As many as I want.
That's not how that
23.
works, and you know it.
Huh? What'd you get?
Also, that was so rude, the thing with the stacks.
23.
23. You fail.
No!
Beta. The following happens. You take 23. Okay, that is going to be, as this beam launches at you, you take 61 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Please make a concentration saving throw to see if you maintain the maze.
Right. Concentration saving throw. What stat is that using? Remind me.
Constitution.
In Constitution, thank
The
you.
DC has been set by half the damage dealt. The DC would then be 30.
Okay. We have advantage here. 38.
You fucking bitch. You make the save. However,
I thought you were looking at me skeptically, and I'm like, I will send you the screenshot.
I'm all against, I believe you guys, but I am going, fuck you. However, you do go under the effects of the spell.
Fuck.
You do gain an additional 6 stacks of gunpowder.
Ah, you bastard. God, you're calling me the bitch.
Okay.
You bitch.
Lair action time. We finally reached initiative count 20.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wait,
how have we reached... Oh, we were all above 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Could
20
I
was the lowest initiative, Jesus.
Could I please have all of you, every single person in here, make dexterity saving throws, please?
Oof.
Oh my gosh.
That's a whole 16.
Including the sim.
Yeah, I know.
29!
Um,
I hope that works, because otherwise that enthusiasm was wasted. Oh yeah, and also my simulacrum.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to get to 23. And then the simulacrum rolled 21.
Everybody but Feta fails.
Oh well.
This is not good. This is not good.
47 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Wait, I'm resistant. Wait, am I? No, I switched it. It's thunder damage. 47.
Should have kept that. Should have kept that. The spike.
No, I
protein.
stand by the thunder thing.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I didn't reset my sheet when I took a long rest. I am going to bring myself back up to my full, and then I'm going to take the 47. So if you see the little notifications, that's why.
I don't keep D&D Beyond open. I've got too many other tabs to look at when I'm running PPK.
That's valid. I just don't want it to look sus if I'm healing and then subtracting. Okay. It's because I forgot to reset the sheet when we long rested.
Okay. Either way, you get blasted as powder launches throughout the room. Everybody who failed the save also takes a single point of fire damage, igniting all of your stacks of gunpowder. How many do you have, Viari?
3. My simulacrum's dead.
Okay. Viari,
Can I use absorb elements and just not take the damage?
they don't have reactions.
No, we don't have reactions.
You guys used them all up.
Well, Feta doesn't. Feta still does he?
I mean,
You
Feta
can't
does,
use it on
but you can't use absorb elements
me.
on other people.
Right.
That is going to be 14 fire damage from your stacks, dealt from both you and your simulacrum will deal 14 fire damage to each other and yourselves, so a total of 28 damage to both of you. A's, how many stacks of gunpowder do you have?
3. I now deal next to nothing. My damage just went out the
7,
window.
8. That is 8 fire damage to everybody. 2. That is 8 fire. That is 8 fire damage. Oh wait, no, it's not 8. Oh, this is 8. 8 fire damage from you, A's.
I will go ahead and absorb elements on that.
Okay. Okay.
I only take 4.
And with that, we will end the episode.
Ah!
We've made it to time. So thank you.
I forgot the clock.
At the start of next episode,
We've dealt no damage. We've
You'll
done
be-
literally nothing.
We'll be fine. Next week there
We'll
will be
figure
a
it
break. I'm gonna be in New York, so goodbye. We'll be back the week after with more PP game. My name is Offbeat Outlaw. I use he/they pronouns. I love ending mid-fight because it's so silly of me. Amelia.
Hi, Amelia Som, links.ameliasom.com, etc., etc. Free Palestine, call your reps. We're wearing them down.
Brooke.
My name is Brooklyn Tuesday. That's about it.
Pat.
I am Patrick Keith, that great gentleman everywhere on the internet. I think my timing is right on. Like I think I'm right on the calendar on this. Friendly reminder to our wonderful DM Offbeat that the week after next is PAX Unplugged. So
Ooh, so
yeah,
great, man.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk. We'll chat.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, I will be at PAX Unplugged. The weekend that PAX Unplugged is happening. I believe it begins on the 30th of November and goes to whatever the end of that week and is. You come and find me and say hi. I'll be at the Mythical Grove booth with Gabe Hicks and all those wonderful folks. So, yeah.
Excellent. And with that, we will end the episode. Have a great day. Call your representatives, inform them, participate in your democracy. And again,
Ceasefire on the Gaza Strip.
And